Okay, so we are live.
Yay!
Yay. Welcome to episode 38 of the CosCast. I am, as always, your main host, Pixiedust Cosplay, and with me I have my wonderful co-hosts.
Annabella Cosplay.
And Enyassia Cosplay.
Welcome, ladies. And today we also have two very special guests with us today. This is Matty and Miir from Fandomily Cosplay. Say hi.
Hey!
Yay!
Yay! We're super excited to have you guys with us. You are the youngest cosplayers we've ever had on this show, and that's very cool.
No.
So today we will be talking about being a young cosplayer in the Norwegian cosplay community. Just asking you guys a bunch of questions about your cosplays and how you got into it and stuff like that. But before we move on to that main subject, we're going to go into our usual segments, and the first is cosplay progress. So I'll start with you, Matty and Miir. Have you done anything cosplay related this week?
Have you?
No, not really. I've just been playing games the entire weekend.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
Yes.
I'm so jealous. Well, I was invited to do a group cosplay with my aunt. I'm not sure if I can tell you what it is because I don't know if it's a surprise or what. But so I spent like an hour or two just checking up on background story and just doing some research on the characters and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. That'll be really fun to see in the future.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
Yes, and
And just to clarify, by your aunt, I guess you mean JC from
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or Jenny, as a lot of people know her.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, hi to our viewers, by the way. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments during the show, just leave them in the chat on YouTube, and we will do our very best to answer your questions. Okay. So, Annabella, have you done anything cosplay related this week?
Well, I have been down with the sniffles or whatever I'll call it because I'm not sick, but borderline sick. So my Eowyn dress is just as it was looking last time, last Sunday. So yeah, no, I've been editing the Cards Against Humanity move that will be up soon, but I'm having some troubles with my computer, so soon. It's all I can tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, that's the most important part. Okay, so Enyassia, how about you?
Well, I've got my album ears for Link.
From Madhouse Effects?
From Madhouse Effects. Or FX? Yeah, something. And I've bought myself some nice white fabrics. One stretchy, one non-stretchy. And never guess, red.
Red!
Or the red Link thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just have to start cutting, drawing, cutting, sewing.
Yeah, making a pattern and stuff.
Yeah. And I kind of dread it. So, but okay.
Okay, so, yeah. I have done a little bit of progress. As some of you might remember, last week I had started embroidering on my Arwen sleeves. So the first sleeve is now done. Looks something like this.
Pretty.
Yes, pretty. Lots of silver. So I've started on the second sleeve now, so that's going really nicely, I think. JC says says that she's having trouble with the chat, and I hope that no one else has troubles with it. Oh yeah, no, never mind. She's not having trouble after all. Okay. She says. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so. Oh yeah, and I have learned a new crochet pattern, which is called crocodile stitch, but I think it looks more like dragon scales. So eventually this is going to be a hairband or something, and when I iron these out, I think they'll look pretty good.
And you need to take a picture and put it out because we cannot see the pretty details.
No. This is like, it's a gradient yarn, so it's going from blue to moss green. And right now it just looks holy and full of hoops, but eventually it'll look good, I think. And yeah, I got some stuff this week, some loot. So I got R2-D2 lunchbox because I'm a Star Wars geek. So I'm really looking forward to using it. I think I'm going to use this as like an evening purse too, like with a black dress or something. Why not? Why not?
I do have a Batman evening purse with ears, so we can match.
Yeah. And also,
Now I want a purse.
yes, and I also got a belated Christmas present from our friends that we played role-playing games with this weekend. So I have Wookiee cookies.
Ooh. And you also have the Star Wars cookie jar you got from me.
Yes, which is over here. Star Wars in the house. So yeah. I have lots of Star Wars stuff, apparently. Yeah, so that kind of rounds it off for cosplay progress, and let's move on to cosplay news. Now we have a few news items today. Annabella, do you want to take it off?
Both GeekCon and Desicon Pop has revealed stuff about their cosplay competition, and Desicon Pop, which is the closest convention, the 20th of February, has announced that they're going to have money prizes for both the 1st to 10th place.
And this is new, awesome, because usually it's only been like gifts or gift cards or items.
This is true. They also have a 18-year-old, you have to be 18-year-old or older to enter their competition. And you have to have made the cosplay yourself, and it cannot be an OC character. So they have kind of strict rules, but you have to have rules, I guess.
Yeah. Well, but to be fair, most contests that have cash prizes tend to be a little bit stricter than the others.
That is very true. And I think the cash prizes are pretty high as well.
Yeah. First place is getting 5,000. Second is getting 3,000. Third place 1,500. Fourth and fifth get 500, and sixth to 10th get 300. So it's a lot of cash floating around. So yeah.
The cosplayers need cash to make cool cosplays.
Yes, definitely. So I can only assume that more cosplayers will enter into the contest. This is a huge carrot, I think.
Yes. Yep. And for the GeekCon competition, you cannot enter the competition yet because they haven't got their forms ready, but you can enter with bought cosplays, and you can enter with cosplays that you have made yourself. The only difference is that if you have bought your cosplay, then you cannot win first, second, or third place.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, and you have to be 13 years old or older to enter that competition.
So it's a little bit more lenient.
And Kamui Cosplay is going to be a judge, which is awesome!
Ooh.
Yeah, so Matty and Miir, how do you guys feel about age restrictions in cosplay contests?
Well, I think maybe it should be allowed for like anyone to enter, no matter how old they are. But I mean, if a 6-year-old enters a cosplay competition and wins, I don't think they have very much use for like thousands of cash and just yes.
Yeah. And a 6-year-old is not going to be able to make their costume on their own. But I mean, 18 I think is maybe a little steep. I think 13, like GeekCon has, is a decent number. Unless it's like an international competition where you win a seat at the NCC or something. I don't think it should really matter how old you are.
This is very true. And also, the Nordic NCC people have decided how they want to pick out the third and last Norwegian contestant for this year's NCC.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
It's a bit different, but that is because BansaiCon, which was usually the third convention to pick out a contestant, has moved their date till October, and the NCC is in July, so that doesn't work out this year. So you have to, write a type of paper and then send photos of your cosplay and your progress. And
yeah, so it's a portfolio pick, basically,
yes.
I suppose. Yeah.
That's true. I don't remember when the close date for this is, but it is. I think it's the end of March or something. So you have some time.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of cool because it opens up for a lot more cosplayers to be able to compete for a place at the NCC. They don't have to go to BansaiCon to qualify.
Which can be very expensive to travel for some. So yeah, it's fair. People from Finnmark and Halden and everywhere in the country can compete too.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's right about all the news we had. So we'll move into our main subject. I'm just going to read a comment from Jenny. She says, "Hi, Miir and Matty. Auntie is so proud of you, Purple Heart." That's very sweet. Right.
We're very happy to have you here as well.
We're
happy to be here.
We always appreciate
that energy.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start off. Do Annabella and Enyassia, do you want to start with some of the questions, perhaps, or?
Sure.
Yeah. So Enyassia, you go.
Usually don't talk so much, so I'll start off with the first question. How old are you two?
I'm 16, and
I'm 14 next Friday.
Oh!
Ooh. Congratulations! Happy birthday in advance.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and how did you get into cosplay, and how long have you been cosplaying?
Well, about 3 years ago or something like that, JC introduced us. She asked over an email, I think, if we wanted to, go with her to Desicon and try it out, basically.
And you liked it, I suppose.
Yes.
And your mom too, she went as well?
yeah.
Cool.
Very
And how is it that
When was this? How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. So you've been doing this for quite some time. Actually, longer than I have.
longer than me too. So we should learn from you guys, I guess.
Senpai.
But how did you guys come up with the name Fandomily Cosplay? Because you are originally a group of 4 people. So how did that happen?
Well, we had a group chat on Facebook, and we were just having a brainstorm and just coming up with a lot of different names, and we were running out of ideas, and I just sort of morphed family and fandom and just the Fandomily, and people but we couldn't think of anything better, so we just we'll just go with that.
I think it's an epic name.
Yeah, me
Very
too. I
epic
think
name.
it's awesome.
It kind of works, because you're a family and you're into different fandoms. So Fandomily, why not?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
So next question.
Well, this is more like a statement, I guess. So, because you guys have the most cool mom ever, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
how much does she do? Like, do you all three work on cosplays together, or do you guys make your own cosplays, or does she help you guys a lot? How does this happen?
I'd say she does most of the sewing, especially
on your
on your my
especially.
cosplays.
Well, when we first started out, she did everything. Like, she made. I think there was one weekend where there were a convention that lasted 2 days, so she made 2 costumes for the 3 of us, like 2 each. She can sew a costume in like 3 days. It's mind-blowing.
That is so impressive.
Yeah, and just over the years, we've just started to do more and more ourselves. So recently, I've started making my costumes myself, but I would never be able to do it without her, because I really need her to just sort of hang over my shoulder and like do that, make that seam, draw a line there, and I'm like, okay. So she literally tells me everything to do, so I would never be able to do it without her.
You're so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all people or not all the kids are, so lucky that they have a mom who, who share a passion with them, and, that you can work together with and have fun with and learn new things with.
Yes. We're really privileged, really.
That's all you guys and your mom. Okay, so how do you guys decide which characters you want to cosplay? How does that work?
Well, I just sort of usually when I need to choose a cosplay, because well, I you can begin.
Just let me take some time to think it over. No pressure. It's okay.
It's okay.
Well, I think it's usually it's sort of become this thing in our family when we sit down, the entire family, and just watch a movie and family night and stuff. We literally cannot watch an entire movie without one of us going cosplay and the other one's going because that's just become a thing in our family. So whenever we see a cool character, we're just like, oh my god, cosplay!
Yeah, it's a disease. When you do a cosplay, everything you see is a potential cosplay. It's like,
Yes. Yeah.
I can't watch anything without going, oh my god, I really like that character. I wonder how I could make that cosplay.
Yes, that happened to me when I watched oh my god, Avengers: Age of Ultron, and I saw Scarlet Witch. I was like, yes. Okay, I need to pay attention to all the details.
Yeah, I had the same when I watched the Wrecking Ralph. The the military.
Oh yeah.
Woman. She was cool.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of armor.
Yeah, I know. So it's way out in the future.
Okay, well, yeah, that's cool. Ryurai Art has a question for you guys in the chat, and she asks, Miir and Matty, what is your best cosplay memory?
Probably that one, because we have like a tradition where after a convention we go to a certain drive-through, McDonald's, and we order food fully. Yeah, in costume.
Oh, that is so great!
Yes.
So I guess you guys get a lot of looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of one of the most fun things about cosplay. It's just walking out in public in full costume and people just going sort of. That's just hilarious.
Yes. I remember one time when we three went to 7-Eleven. It was under Desicon Fantasy last year when we went as Star Wars Siths, and Enyassia was a elf. And this guy at 7-Eleven was like, are they shooting a movie or something? What is this? We're like, yeah, sure.
With Star Wars and elves.
Yeah.
Trash.
I think you guys were there too. I think you were cosplaying from Once Upon a Time.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
we
so,
were.
yeah. Because we went out to eat afterwards. At least I don't know if you guys were there, but Jenny, your aunt, came with us at least to eat, and she was dressed as Regina in some
Yeah.
horribly stylish but painful shoes.
Yes, that was nice. Whole bunch of cosplay people eating pizza together.
Oh, I think this is your auntie again commenting. Yeah, I remember a certain weeping angel driving up to order at McDonald's, and I got it all on film. So, yeah, we need to see that.
Yes.
Prove it. Pixar, it didn't happen. Okay, cool. Well, Maddie, have you kind of thought of your answer about how do you choose characters?
Well, I just sort of choose a character which I think I like, but I also think is something I can do.
So within your skill set.
Yeah, I try to choose characters which I can make some things myself that I don't just have to. Well, yeah, that I.
So.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's very smart because not everyone can do everything, and sometimes it takes time to learn new things. So it's a good way to make new stuff and still challenge yourself a little bit.
Have you guys tried to work with materials as Warbla and such yet?
Yeah, we have. I don't know. Have you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we do make some props and accessories, and I tried polymorph once. It was awful. I just I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted, so I just I don't know if I succeeded in the end. I don't really remember, but yeah, we've tried a few different things. But
So you prefer sewing maybe, or so far? Do you prefer sewing so far, or?
Well, sewing is the thing that I've done most of, but yeah, I think it is, but it's one thing that I just really hate doing, and it's just when you have to like stitch everything together with needles and stuff. That is awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
But, yeah.
I'm making a full-length dress right now, and I'm dreading to just stitch all the ends of the fabric so it won't
Fray?
Yes.
Hmm.
It just takes time, and you don't see any progress, and I'm like, no. It's so boring.
Yeah. Not all the parts of cosplay is necessarily fun. Some of them are mind-suckingly dull or horrible. That's just the way it is.
That's when Netflix is a good friend.
Yes. So Cecilia asks in the chat, what are your future cosplay plans?
Secrets.
Well, you do have one.
I'm gonna cosplay Saitama from One Punch Man.
Very cool.
And I've also considered the Terminator.
Woo! Wow. Yeah.
Do it. Do it. We want to see that.
I have considered joining him as Speed of Sound Sonic from One Punch Man, but I don't know if I'm too lazy to start exercising to cosplay that cosplay, but we'll see.
Yeah, we all have those struggles. I should exercise too to do all the cosplays I want to do, but I can't be bothered, or at least not to the extent that I should be exercising.
Exactly.
I know. Okay. Yeah. So which cosplay have you been like most pleased with? What is your favorite cosplay?
Oh.
Dragonborn.
Oh yeah,
my
that's a
favorite.
cool one.
I think the costume that I enjoy wearing the most is Aurora.
That's
Because I just think there's something about running around in a fluffy dress with long blonde hair and just running around and being a happy little princess.
It sounds like fun.
Yeah. I also really enjoy cosplaying Aang, but just the bald cap is just such a struggle, and I just can't get it right. So it's just, I don't know if the work outweighs the fun, really.
No, I get it. Aang is it sounds like a lot of work to get all of that flat and nice looking. Yeah.
But it definitely looks good on pictures.
Yes, it does look very good on pictures. Right. So, Enyassia, Annabella, do you want to continue with a question, or do you guys maybe? Yeah.
Actually, I was wondering if you could see some pictures, because I know we have prepared some.
We have prepared some pictures.
Especially now, since we've talked about their favorite cosplays.
It seems natural. So let's start with some of Maddie's cosplays, I think.
Ooh.
Yes. So there we go. Well, you could talk a little bit about what this is, Maddie.
Well, it's Henry from Once Upon a Time. Well, that's about it. There's not much to say about it, really.
It was a part of a Fandomily group cosplay, I guess, because all four of you were doing Once Upon a Time characters.
Yeah.
And I remember you guys were doing some kind of group thing on stage, which was really fun. Was it attacking a dragon or something?
Yeah, it was. It was like creating a RPG battle IRL. So
that looked really cool, especially since you all guys were from the same fandom.
Yeah. No, I think this is a really like nice and simple cosplay, and you seem to embody the character nicely.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you're so cute in this.
Yeah.
This is you as Doctor Who. Is it the 10th or 11th? 11th Doctor. Okay. I'm not.
The picture was taken at the 50th anniversary convention.
Okay, cool. You must have gotten a lot of attention in that.
No, there were so many other people cosplaying.
Aw.
So.
Well, that's kind of the sad thing about going to a cosplay convention where you know there's a lot of people cosplaying the same thing as you.
Yeah.
But that was the first cosplay you ever did, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's my first cosplay.
Cool. Well, it's a very good first cosplay. What were you going to say?
Yeah, the jacket was sold by JC.
Okay. Cool.
Looks good.
Now, who is this charming fella?
That's Honeydew. And that's probably my least favorite cosplay. Not because I think it's bad. I think it turned out really good, but it's just so horrible to wear. Because
it's a big fake stomach and...
Yeah. The stomach is made of foam or something, and it's really itchy, and the beard is painted with spray paint, so it stinks, and it's horrible.
Oh dear.
Horrors of cosplay.
I really like the belly button hair. It's a nice touch. But this is from the CosCast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very familiar with it, but I've heard about it, so I know what the character is about, I think. I think it's very cool. It's funny. And this is you as Super Mario.
Aww.
Yep.
And you competed with this, or you were on stage with this, is that right?
Yep.
Together with your mom, because she did Bowser, I think?
Well, she didn't wear Bowser at that convention.
Okay.
But the Bowser costume is also very, very cool.
Mm.
But this costume, I think, is awesome. I've seen a video from that appearance, I think, or
From
something.
the contest? Mm.
I think so.
So how did the contest go? Did you win anything, or?
I honestly don't remember, but I don't think so. Because there were a lot of other really good people, good cosplays there. So
yeah. Okay, let's see. So here's your favorite cosplay.
Yeah.
Yes. So the Dragonborn from
Skyrim.
Yeah. Elder Scrolls. So this, did you make anything on this costume yourself, or is it mostly your mother?
Well, some of the props were painted by me. The sword and the shield, and the decoration on the shield. You can barely see it on that picture, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of details. I think it looks really good. So I think you did a good paint job.
Paint job is very important for a good cosplay.
Ooh,
At
yeah.
least in my book.
Yeah, because if you're going to do metallic, armor and stuff, it's important to do a good paint job. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and this is you from X-Men. So this is Peter Dinklage's character.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of this character. What's his name?
Me neither. That's how important he was.
But this was also part of a group cosplay, so did you just choose him because you wanted to be part of the cosplay with the rest of the family, or?
Yes, and also because it just felt like a funny cosplay to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you look like a teeny tiny adult.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that's awesome. Okay, and this is from one of your favorite games, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So who's this guy?
That's the medic from Team Fortress 2.
Mm-hmm. So what have you made on this cosplay yourself? And
the Medigun and the Medipack, which you can't really see because it's
on your back.
Yeah. But I did a painting of not all the painting, but a lot of the painting on the Medigun and the Medipack.
Mm. Very cool.
And it's made from a lot of different things, from insulation tubes and sewage tubes and yeah.
Yeah, a lot of recyclable materials, basically.
And we like that.
Yes, we're very, very much fan of doing cosplay on a budget and recyclable materials. We think that's very cool. Okay, I think that was all of Maddie's that I've picked up. So let's go on to Miir's. So I couldn't find a single standalone of your Once Upon a Time cosplay, but here's a picture of the whole group, which looks awesome.
Yes.
So you want to talk a little bit about this cosplay?
Well, yeah. Well, I think, we spent a lot of time watching Once Upon a Time. That was just family night. I was watching Once Upon a Time, and we decided to do a group cosplay or join a group cosplay. I don't know if there were any other from that show that day. I don't remember. Yeah, I think the only thing that we made on that cosplay that is not bought is the jewelry. You can't even see it in that picture, but the rest is bought from local clothing stores and the internet and stuff like that.
Sometimes it's easier and cheaper to just buy a finished piece if you can find it.
I find myself often going into a store and be like, which kind of clothes can I use for a new cosplay?
Yeah.
Like, I need to buy myself new pants or a new jacket or whatever. I'm more like, yes, that jacket or that pair of pants I can use for doing that.
Yeah, shopping will never be the same again.
No. I'll never get what I really need.
Okay, let's move on. This is you as Amy Pond.
Oh God. Yeah.
This is a while ago.
Huh?
I believe this is a while ago, like a few years ago.
Yes, that is the real early days. That was also from the 50th anniversary, I believe. So that's my hair. I used to have long hair. So we tried to we dyed it, and we were trying to make a ginger sort of brownish color, and it turned out red. Like really red. And then when it started to fade, it just turned pink.
No.
So no, not really ginger, no. Just red and pink.
You look adorable, so.
Oh my God. That's a nice one. Very cute.
I thought it was kind of funny looking. It's you caught in a moment.
Yeah, we were just, I just finished that dress, and we were just taking some pictures to put on the page, our cosplay page, and my mom just said, yeah, look cute, you have to strike a pose, look cute, and I just...
You do.
I was not really into it. So, yeah.
No, but it's a very sweet dress. This is Sunniva from the Captain Sabretooth universe.
Yes,
I love Captain Sabretooth. He's my hero.
Yeah, I watched it so much growing up.
Yeah, so that is the second cosplay I made all by myself.
Cool.
Actually, so yeah.
Challenge to make an entire dress on your own. I mean, even for grown-up, experienced cosplayers. Okay, so this is Ang, which is so amazing. Love this cosplay.
Yeah, that's an old one. Well, yeah. I think this was probably the second character I ever cosplayed, I think. So yeah, I really loved wearing it at the time. But now, a few years later, I wanted to cosplay Aang again, and I tried it on, and I didn't like it at all. So I just made an entire new cosplay of him. So yeah.
Yes, I've seen pictures of that, because the news pictures you put up is with like one sleeve.
Yeah, that was from season 3. This is from the first season, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah. So people should just drop by your Fandomily Cosplay page and look for the new updated version of Aang. Let's see. This is your Aurora or Sleeping Beauty.
Aww.
Yeah. So yeah, this cosplay actually was we finished it on backstage on the convention. That we were on the convention in the dressing room sewing on the last pieces. So,
very last minute.
Yeah. But my mom made it, and it's so gorgeous, really. So she painted on all these little flowers, and I love it so much.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to be a pretty princess? Everyone, I think everyone, yeah, well, except for your brother, maybe, I get that. But yeah, I mean, even my younger brother has been a pretty princess at some time, with or without his consent.
I used to dress him up as a princess when he was real little. I used to put him in my princess dresses and look how cute you are.
All big sisters do this. All big sisters do it. So you're not alone, Matty. You're not alone. And this is your Rin from Inuyasha.
Yeah, that was the first dress I ever made myself. So yeah.
Yeah, and that can't have been easy because all of those squares must have been sewn together first.
Yeah, I I made each and every square and I sewed them all together. So yeah, well, and then we painted on all these circles, which was kind of hard because the dress was finished, but I knew if I like messed up and painted something wrong, the whole dress would just be ruined for me.
Yeah.
So that was kind of scary.
I almost did that to a cosplay once, to a white jacket from Bleach, because my husband was cosplaying Aizen, and I spilled black fabric paint over a large piece of the bottom of the cloak, and I was like, no. But I managed to get most of it out, so I feel your pain.
It's like the same thing when you try to sew on buttonholes, because if you miss...
Yeah, it's murder.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Oh yes, this is your Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch power.
So both you and Annabella have cosplayed Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
High five! Yeah, it was a lot of fun to wear. The jacket is the same that we used for Emma Swan. So we just dabbed on some paint, and yeah, it works for both of them really. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to wear, actually.
And did you make the dress or anything, or is it mostly?
No, it's bought. I made the jewelry myself and like the hand pieces, but the rest is just all bought.
Which is fine. Yeah, we don't judge. Okay, let's see. So that's pretty much it. The costumes I had chosen out for you guys. So you guys have a pretty impressive like cosplay portfolio to be so young.
Well, we've had a lot of help.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had help.
We all wish we had help.
I guess when you have that many people around you all the time, that's also interesting cosplay. It's much easier to get motivated to actually finish something.
Yeah. That's a constant struggle. Just start.
Yes.
Jenny says that she made Miir cosplay Aurora so that she could have a couples cosplay for Maleficent, and then she had to cosplay Sesshomaru for your Rin, and that's pretty much the reason why Jenny qualified for the NCC. Thanks to you. That's not
really
a bad thing.
No.
And also, I think your auntie's saying, Miir is my spirit animal in the chat.
That's cool.
Well, I'm really glad that she made me cosplay Aurora because it's a lot of fun to wear, and I think the character is kind of the same as me because Aurora adores Maleficent almost as much as I adore my aunt. So it's really easy to get into character.
You guys are too cute. You're the cutest family I know. Okay, so let's get into the whole competition thing. You guys have competed in the past, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how do you like cosplay competitions? Is it fun or is it stressful or... Yeah.
Well,
Well, it depends on what you're planning to do. If you're like planning to do a really planned out thing in front of a lot of people, then sure, it can be a bit stressful. But if you just have like a really simple plan that you're, okay, first I'm going to do that, and then when the music goes over to that part, I'm going to do that, then it's not as stressful. So,
it's easier to improvise.
yeah. but it may not turn out as good if you improvise.
It can go both ways, I think.
By the way, I loved you, Matty, when you were a doctor on stage once, and you were like trying to talk in the microphone, and it didn't work, and you used your what's it called again?
Sonic screwdriver.
It works! Oh! It was so funny.
You've made an impression.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I love you.
Still do.
Okay. Yeah, so Miir, how do you feel about competitions?
Well, I'm kind of the opposite of him because I think I've been in like 2 or 3 cosplay competitions. One of them went well. The others, I don't really know. But I'm extremely shy and nervous, and I'm terrified of like being awkward on stage.
Amen.
Yeah. So if I'm going to like participate in a cosplay competition, I need a lot of time to rehearse and a lot of time to mentally prepare myself, because I just don't have the guts to just throw myself in it. I need time. I need a script.
Yeah.
But I've always enjoyed acting, and I have not really ever been afraid of being on stage, but cosplay competitions, I think those are really scary because I don't really know. I'm just each time before I go on stage, I just get so nervous. But when you're on stage, it's just fun, really. It's scary, but it's fun. But I think it's a lot of fun to watch. I really enjoy watching cosplay competitions.
Yes.
Yeah, I do too. It's very funny.
And again, you guys are lucky because you have a family who understands cosplay, so you can practice in front of each other. If I tried to do that to my boyfriend, he would just be like, "What the fuck?
What is this?
What are you doing? This is weird."
Yeah. Now my husband is kind of like that too. I'll practice something in front of him, or I'll ask him, so if I did this on stage, would that be cool? And he's like, I don't know. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're lucky in that regard too. Okay, so do you want to compete more in the future, or do you like prefer to just attend conventions and just, hang with people and stuff?
Well, I think I definitely want to compete more, because I think I really want to challenge myself to just become more open and less afraid of competing in a cosplay competition. But I think I will need some time and practice. But in the future, definitely.
Yeah. How about you, Matty?
Well, I think it's pretty okay with how much I compete.
You're happy about it. Yeah. So, but do you want to do it more, like in the future, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah,
But
I
we
haven't
have some
competed yet, but
we have some very important questions that we need to have time for.
yes, yeah, we have to get to that. But first, one of our viewers is asking, Miir and Matty, do you find it hard to cosplay while you're in school, like balancing schoolwork with cosplay?
Well, like, we usually start making our cosplays like 2 months before the due date, and well, simply yes, it's hard. Those 2 months before a convention is just so stressful, because I worry so much. Like, I just think of all the stuff that I haven't done yet, and I'm just, oh my god, I don't have time, oh my god, it's too much. But all the rest of the year, when we're not making anything new, then I can just chill out, and it's just cool. But then, cosplay, but those 2 months before a convention, it's so awful.
Murder. Do you feel the same, Matty?
well, while they're freaking out, I basically only work on my cosplay when they tell me, Matty, come here! Okay.
You're very much a guy about this. It's like, yeah, chill out. I'm coming.
Sorry.
But like we scold him like so much, like when he doesn't want to work, we get so pissed because like you don't want to do this, then don't. And we give him a very hard time, really.
Like, if you're not gonna take it seriously, why are you doing it at all?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh.
So, Annabella, you want to ask like one of the more important questions that's coming up?
How does it feel to be so young in the cosplay community, and especially here in Norway? Is there something you find missing, for example, in the community, or yeah?
Well, actually, I don't really feel like an outsider at all, actually, because because there are a lot of cosplay. I feel like there are a lot of cosplayers my age, but also the cosplayers that are older than me. When I hang out with them, I don't really notice the age difference at all, honestly. Like, for example, hanging out with, like, my mom's cosplay friends and hanging out with her regular friends and colleagues, there's so totally different things. Because if it's, like, normal friends of hers, it's just so awkward and I don't have anything in common with them. But if they are cosplayers, I don't really feel the age difference at all, because I really, really look up to them, and there's such huge inspirations to us, actually. So
Yeah, and you have something
really
in
fun.
common.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
I kind of feel the same way right now. I don't feel like I talk to people that's much younger than me. I feel like we could hang out and have a cool time.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is, because, it's just this huge common denominator that connects people. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matty, how about you? Do you feel different being younger?
No, I would probably answer something in the lines of what she's just said.
Okay.
Is there something you believe older cosplayers should be more aware of when they are around younger cosplayers, or do you think that is not a problem?
I don't really think that's a problem at all. I think they're just great, really.
I've never experienced any problems.
That's very good. That's extremely good.
Yeah.
That's like the best answer we could hope for, I guess.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. So, did we have any more questions?
No, I
think we've gone
we
through most
have.
of them. Well, how about this, Matty or Miir? Do you have any questions for us? Let's turn it around. The silence speaks for itself.
Oh no, this awkwardness.
I'm so not prepared for this. No,
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
What's
prepared
your-
from our side either. It was, improv.
What's your favorite costume of ours?
My favorite costume of yours.
The doctor.
Yeah, I think
Mario.
you're a super cute doctor, but I kind of like the Skyrim one. I think that's super cool for Matty. I think that's awesome. And for Miir, I don't know. Yeah, Aang is really cool. But I think Aang and Scarlet Witch are maybe on a shared first place. I think those are both they suit you very well, and they look good too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Those are my favorites.
I think what I find is really cool with Aang is that you, as a young girl who also likes to be a princess, find it cool to be a bald guy.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to just go to school and just meet my friends, and they're just, oh, look at this picture of you. I'm like, yeah, that's me cross-dressing. Yeah.
Yeah, how does your friends really react to you guys cosplaying? Cool?
Well, some of them think it's. I think most of them think it's kind of cool. Some of them probably think I'm extremely weird.
That's okay. Weird is a good thing. That makes it special.
They do have this one picture of me. It's a screenshot from this. We were on TV, and there was just at this one point, the cameraman just kind of made me go like that to just show my tattoos, and I just have this extremely weird look on my face. I look like a pedophile. I'm not kidding. and it's terrible. And they just bully me for it. Just look at this picture, and I'm like, no, stop. Like for a whole week, they were just sending this picture around, picking on me. I'm like, stop. It was funny. I didn't feel like they didn't mean anything bad with it, but it was kind of funny, but it was kind of annoying.
Well, you get a little bit like, oh my god, enough with the picture already.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, we're running out of time really fast, so we should move to our last segment of the day, which is geekery. So, have we played or read or watched anything cool this week? So, Matty and Miir, how about you?
Have we?
Well, the past few weeks I've been playing through Oblivion.
Ooh, that's a good game.
I'm about halfway, I think.
That's what you think.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. How about you, Miir?
Well, not by my own free will. Like my friends, they're obsessed with Star Wars, so they're just spamming me 24 hours a day with different Star Wars related stuff, and I have actually only watched the most recent movie, so I haven't watched any of the old movies. And I'm just like, yeah, cool. Yeah. I really like the new movie, but
yeah, it's very good. And I think well, a lot of it is in the new movie. There's a lot of inside jokes that you will only think is funny if you've seen the first movies. So you should.
But I don't think it's necessary to.
No, you don't have to.
No.
But you know, you'll just appreciate some of the jokes a little bit more if you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I really like the old movies, at least number 4, 5, and 6, and I don't have a problem with the prequel series either. So yeah, I can only recommend it.
Yeah.
So Annabella,
cosplay opportunities.
yes.
This is true.
Annabella, you were really ready. You had something that you wanted to talk about, I could tell. So
No,
go ahead.
I can just say that I finished Jessica Jones.
Yay! What did you think?
It's good. And I started. I like Jessica Jones. I've decided to finish watching Daredevil, and I want to watch I cannot remember it right now. And I tried to start to watch the Shadow Hunters or something like that, and I kind of feel that I'm a bit old for it.
It's a very young adult show.
Yes.
It's very teen demographic.
But I kind of get this kind of Buffy type of vibe from it, so I think it might be cool, but I tend to like the more darker type of series.
Well, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt until we know what it's all about.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Okay. So Enyassia, how about you?
Well, still reading the same book since the next Drizzt book doesn't come until April. Ah! Such pain. Whatever. And I've been playing a little bit Skyrim because it's been a while since I played it, so yeah, I wanted to play it. And still watching How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, there's plenty of episodes to watch at least. That's for sure.
Yes, I know, I love it. And when I sit down and press the play button, and I'll just watch hours on hours on hours, and I like, oh my god, I need to go to bed. I need 5 hours of sleep before work.
Yeah. That's the curse of Netflix and HBO and all of this, video on demand, is that you binge watch and you just I watch 3 more episodes if I wanted to, but I shouldn't. But I really wanna. Yeah, it's a thing.
Really gotta tear myself from the TV and force myself to. No, you have to sleep before work, or you will get very cranky and all those kids.
Yeah. You work with kids, and that's a lot of noise early in the morning. Yeah. Now, well, me, I've been role playing. I've been playing Pathfinder, the tabletop game. Yeah, I've been killing ghouls and rats and monsters and rolling dice all weekend, basically. And I started reading the first Drizzt Do'Urden novel, which is
What do you think?
Homeland. I haven't gotten that far. I think I'm in chapter 2 or something. So Drizzt hasn't actually made an appearance yet. And there are a lot of names and words that are really hard to pronounce. So the only one I can remember is Menzoberranzan, which is the name of the Drow capital or whatever. But so far it's not bad. I need to get further into it before I can tell if I really like it or not. Yeah. And I haven't had time to game anything this week, which is really sad because I wish I could. Because I have Alice and Star Wars Battlefront just lying around waiting to be played. So
I'm actually going to pick up a new comic book soon, which I've gotten I think it's called Saga.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
And I'm gonna buy me a copy of that when I have the chance.
Have you continued reading on the Raven Rings trilogy?
I haven't gotten the time to read anything.
Oh. Such is life, unfortunately.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, but we're pretty much at the end of the line here, so unless you guys have anything more you want to share, I think we'll call it a day.
I just want to say thanks to Matty and Miir for coming here and being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate it. It's awesome to have you guys over, and you're very welcome to return whenever you want to do another episode.
Oh, yes.
For sure.
Yep.
Okay, so this has been episode 38 with Matty and Miir from Fandomily Cosplay. Next episode, 39, will most likely be an interview episode as well. We'll be visited by Starbit Cosplay. Yeah. So if nothing goes wrong, we'll be talking to her next Sunday. So that'll be really exciting. She's a really talented cosplayer.
And photographer.
And photographer, yes. So we're looking forward to that. So until next time, you guys have a super week, and thank you all for watching. And if you want to follow us, you can go to facebook.com/CosCast and like our page. Or you can follow me on Anita Pixiedust on Instagram, or Pixiedust Cosplay on Facebook. You can follow Annabella at Facebook and her on Instagram at NGHSunniva. Enyassia can be found under Enyassia on Instagram and on Facebook, and Matty and Miir can be found at Fandomily Cosplay on Facebook.
And Instagram.
And on Instagram as well, yes. So thank you all for watching, and thank you, Matty and Miir, for joining us. Bye-bye, people.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.